Hello everyone, welcome to Formula Story. I've seen a lot of people searching for various resources so as to prepare for CAT, and they somehow fall trap for some or the other wrong resources and get misguided. So in this video, I'll be discussing the best books which shall be needed for CAT for each of the section. So let's begin with the quantitative section first. For the quantitative aptitude section, I believe these are the best three material available in the market. The first one being Quantitative Aptitude by Arun Sharma, then the time material, the booklets that you get along with the time material. You can get a second-hand material of time, or you all can Xerox it from some of your friend if in case you all don't have access to the original material. And the third one is Quantum Cat by Sarvesh Verma. All these three books are really good. You can refer to any one of the books which you want. Don't go for multiple books. And just solve the moderate level exercise. See people, if you all have seen the CAT 2017 paper, most of the questions that came in quantitative aptitude were of the moderate or the easy type. There were very few questions which were of the difficult type. And in the exam scenario, you probably won't even solve such questions. So what I would suggest is just solve the level 1 and level 2 exercise of whichever books you buy out of these three. Next, the verbal section. For the verbal ability section, I believe that time material and IMS material are the best. You can choose any one among them. Apart from that, I won't suggest you all to buy the whole Arun Sharma book, but there is a particular section of reading comprehension in the book. You all can just Xerox that. Like for instance, initially when you all open that book, the first part of reading comprehension, the author Arun Sharma has explained various techniques or steps for solving the reading comprehension passages, and has even taken previous year reading comprehension passages as example so as to solve those passages using those steps. That explanation is really good. Trust me on that. So don't buy the whole book, just Xerox those few pages from any of your friend who might have that book or from some other place, and that shall suffice. Apart from that, time material or IMS material is awesome. Now for the vocab part, though there aren't direct questions based on vocab, but to have a good comprehension, you all need to have a good vocabulary. So most of you all might know this book called Word Power Made Easy by Norman Lewis. I would suggest you all buy this and keep doing about 10 to 15 sides each day, so that you all can finish this in about 3 months or something. And keep revising on a regular basis. Don't just read it and then forget about it. Keep revising it like whatever you do on a regular basis. Apart from that, one thing which people generally tend to avoid is improving their reading speed and their comprehension skills. See people, CAT is a paper which has limited amount of time. You all need to solve 24 RC questions and 10 miscellaneous verbal ability questions in about an hour. So you'll need to read fast because most of the questions are based on reading, right? So if you have a good reading speed, then you all will have an edge over your peers. So I would suggest you all to either download an ebook or buy this book called How to Read Better and Faster by Norman Lewis. Completing this book will take time. See, I'm not suggesting to finish this book like within a week or something. Take about 3 to 4 months, just do 5 sites per day, 10 sites per day. That's absolutely fine. But go part by part and have absolute clarity with respect to whatever you're doing in this book. Because this book will help you all to gain that comprehension and reading speed at a gradual interval. It won't happen suddenly. It won't happen overnight. It'll take some time, but at a later stage, when you improve your scores in verbal ability section, it'll reflect. You all will see that this book has really helped you all to improve at the verbal section. The last section is the data interpretation and the logical reasoning section, which is probably the toughest section in CAT, and the difficulty of this section is increasing every year. So for this section, I would say buy the time material. It's my personal favorite because there are many examples which are there in this material. There are many types of problems related to DI and LR. So it'll help you all to gain that, variety, to gain that clarity while solving different questions. Apart from this, you all can also buy this book called Data Interpretation by Arun Sharma, and also the book called Logical Reasoning by Arun Sharma. Arun Sharma doesn't have a combined book for DILR. There are two separate books. So if you all plan to buy Arun Sharma books, then you all need to buy 2 of the books for the DILR section. Then what I believe is that in these 3 books, you all will find the conventional type of questions. There'll probably be like 3 sets in CAT, which will be based on such types. The other questions which come, they'll be of a different genre. So you all need to practice questions which are random, which you all have never seen. So just to practice such questions, I would suggest you all to buy this book called Puzzles and Teasers by George J. Summers. This is a really good book. It's got some really high level puzzles, and it will hone your reasoning skills to a certain extent. So for this book, just solve 1 puzzle per day. Every day while you're preparing for CAT, just solve 1 puzzle at a time and keep on progressing till CAT approaches. There are about 75 puzzles. So say in a week you all can just do about 4 to 5 puzzles, but make sure that you all don't do it like for just 5 minutes. 1 puzzle can be taken up to 30 minutes of time. See, suppose you start with a puzzle in this book, Puzzles and Teasers by George A. Summers. You all don't get the puzzle. Try it out for like 30 minutes, for 45 minutes, that's fine. But make sure you all get that puzzle. But see, even after spending like 30 to 45 minutes, you all don't get it, then it's okay to see the solution, because then probably you all haven't got the hang of that question. But otherwise, keep on trying that question, because this time period which you all give, this 30 to 45 minutes which you all give to solve each and every puzzle, will hone your reasoning skills. Trust me on that part. So this was it, people. These were the best books for all the 3 sections: quantitative aptitude, verbal ability, and the DILR section. What I would recommend is buy 1 set of material for each of the section. Don't buy multiple books. Solving a particular book in and out of it will be much better than solving bits and pieces from multiple materials. And that's it. I will come up with more interesting videos. Till then, do like my video and subscribe to my channel, and also post your valuable feedback so that I can improve at my upcoming videos. Thank you.